18 driving hacks you don't know about. Did you know that nearly 80% of drivers never use half the features or hacks that could save them time, money, and frustration on the road? According to a survey by AAA, drivers waste an average of $500 per year simply because they don't know these simple tricks. That's right, the little things you don't know about your car could be draining your wallet and even putting your safety at risk. But don't worry, today I'm going to share with you 18 powerful driving hacks you've probably never heard of. From using everyday household items to secret features hidden in your car, these tips are designed to make driving easier, cheaper, and safer. Stick with me until the very end, because I guarantee hack number 15 alone could save you from an expensive repair bill. Let's dive right into the first hack. Hack 1. Toothpaste headlight cleaner. Ever driven at night and felt like your headlights were more like candles than actual lights? Cloudy headlights aren't just ugly, they cut your visibility by almost half, making night driving dangerous. Luckily, you don't need to spend $50 on fancy kits. Just grab toothpaste. Yep, the same stuff that whitens your teeth can brighten your headlights. The mild abrasives polish off that hazy layer, leaving them clearer in minutes. Just rub it in circles with a cloth, rinse with water, and boom, crystal clear headlights. Safer, brighter, and basically free. Plus, you can tell people you brushed your car's teeth. A fun story and a practical safety fix in one. And while we're talking about everyday items that can save the day, wait until you hear what a simple sock filled with rice can do for your foggy windows. We've all had that moment. You start your car on a chilly morning, and suddenly you're trapped in a sauna of fogged up windows. You're wiping frantically with your sleeve, but it just makes things worse. Here's a hack that costs almost nothing. The sock plus rice trick. Grab an old sock, fill it with uncooked rice, and tie it off. Place it under your seat or on your dashboard. Rice naturally absorbs moisture from the air, stopping fog before it even forms. No sprays, no waiting for the defroster to kick in, and no more panic wiping while driving. It's especially handy in rainy or humid climates, where foggy glass is a daily headache. Bonus, it also prevents moldy smells inside your car. Who knew rice could save your morning commute? Now, let's move from socks to stationery, because your next hack involves something as simple as a binder clip. Hack 3. Binder clip phone holder. We've all fumbled with our phones in the car, wedging it between the dashboard, balancing it on the cup holder, or worse, holding it while driving. That's not just unsafe, it's also a recipe for dropping your phone mid-turn. Instead of buying another overpriced mount, grab a binder clip. Yep, the kind sitting on your desk right now. Clip it onto your air vent, then slide your phone between the metal handles. Suddenly, you've got a sturdy no-cost phone holder. It keeps your GPS in clear view, your hands on the wheel, and your wallet happy. You can even adjust the angle by bending the clip slightly. It's simple, smart, and far sturdier than many cheap mounts online. So the next time someone asks where you got your fancy phone holder, just smile and say the office supply aisle. Speaking of protection, the next hack saves your car doors from dings. Hack 4. Pool noodle garage guard. Picture this. You pull into your garage after a long day, swing your car door open, and ouch! A loud thud against the wall leaves you with yet another scratch or dent. It happens to the best of us. But here's a ridiculously cheap fix. Pool noodles. Cut one in half lengthwise, and attach it to your garage wall right at door height. Now every time your door swings open, it hits the soft foam instead of the hard wall. No more chipped paint, no more dents, and no more wincing every time you hear that thump. Pool noodles cost just a couple of bucks, last for years, and are almost invisible once installed. It's a simple hack that protects your car and your sanity. And while we're talking about comfort, let's move to the next hack that keeps your ride smelling fresh for weeks without fancy air fresheners. Hack 5. Dryer sheet car freshener. Car air fresheners are either too strong, too weak, or too expensive. You hang one on your mirror, and it's gone in a week. But there's a better, cheaper alternative sitting in your laundry room. Dryer sheets. Just slip one under your car seat, in your glove box, or even in the vents. These little sheets release a steady, subtle fragrance that keeps your car smelling fresh for weeks. No overpowering chemical smell, no dangling trees blocking your view. Plus, they cost just cents each. Bonus tip, if static shock gets you every winter, dryer sheets actually reduce static buildup in your car too. It's freshness and comfort all in one. And speaking of organization, the next hack isn't about smell, it's about keeping your tools and small parts from disappearing into the abyss of your trunk. Hack 6. Magnetic strip tool holder. If you've ever lost a screw, bolt, or even your spare key in your trunk, you know how frustrating it can be. Things roll around, get lost under the mat, and magically disappear right when you need them most. Here's the fix. Install a magnetic strip inside your trunk or under your hood. It'll hold onto small tools, screws, coins, or even spare keys like glue. Mechanics have used this trick in their workshops for years to keep track of metal parts, so why not bring it to your car? No more digging around at the worst possible time. And the best part? Magnetic strips are cheap, easy to install, and last forever. It's organization without effort. Now, from tools to temperature, let's jump into a hack that turns aluminum foil into a surprisingly effective sunshade. Hack 7. Aluminum foil sunshade. We've all opened the car door on a hot day and felt like stepping into an oven. Store-bought sunshades help, but many cheap ones barely do the job. Enter the DIY version. Cardboard wrapped in aluminum foil. The reflective surface bounces sunlight right back, keeping your cabin cooler and protecting your dashboard from cracking. It works better than many store-bought shades, and you can cut it to fit perfectly. Bonus, in winter, you can flip it around to help absorb heat and keep frost off your windshield. A $2 fix that works year-round. Not bad. Next time your friends climb into your car and comment on how cool it feels, you can thank your inner scientist. And while we're talking about safety on the road, let's move to a quick tire trick that takes just seconds but can save your life. Hack 8. Penny test for tires. Ever wondered if your tires are still safe but don't know how to tell? Here's the simplest test ever. Grab a coin. Insert it into your tire tread with the head facing down. If you can see the top of the head, your tread is too shallow, and it's time for new tires. Worn tires mean less grip, longer stopping distances, and a higher chance of hydroplaning in the rain. This 10-second test can prevent accidents and save you from costly breakdowns. It's so simple, yet so many drivers ignore it until it's too late. So, next time you're waiting at the gas station, pull out a coin and check your tires. It's quick, free, and could be the difference between a safe drive and a disaster. And since we're talking about visibility, let's move to a mirror trick using shaving cream. Hack 9. Shaving cream anti-fog mirrors. Rainy days and fogged-up mirrors are the worst combination. You're trying to merge, but your side mirror is covered in mist, and wiping it only makes streaks. Here's a hack straight from your bathroom. Shaving cream. Rub a small layer on your mirrors, then wipe it clean. It leaves a thin protective coating that prevents fog from sticking. It's the same science that keeps bathroom mirrors clear after a hot shower. Cheap, simple, and it lasts for days. And no, your car won't smell like a barbershop, unless you consider that a bonus. This one's especially useful for early morning commutes or rainy climates. Clear mirrors mean safer lane changes and fewer surprises on the road. If you're enjoying these tips, hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow, and I've got even more life-saving hacks coming up you don't want to miss. Now that we've handled fog, let's tackle the hidden enemy inside your car, moisture. Hack 10. Silica Gel Pack Moisture Hack. You know those little packets labeled "Do Not Eat" that come inside shoe boxes or electronics? Don't toss them. Toss them into your car instead. Silica gel packs are designed to absorb moisture, and in your car they work wonders. Keep a few in your glove box, under the seats, or in the trunk. They'll reduce fog on your windshield, stop mold from forming, and eliminate that musty smell that builds up in damp weather. They're free, since you probably already have a dozen lying around, and they last for months. When they stop working, just replace them with new ones from your next pair of sneakers. It's a hack so simple, yet so effective. And speaking of air circulation, the next hack is about setting your vents the right way. Something most drivers get totally wrong. Hack 11. Smart vent setup for faster cooling. Most people crank the AC and blast it straight at their face. Feels good, but it's not the fastest way to cool your car. Instead, try the smart vent setup. Aim the lower vents toward your feet, and the upper vents slightly toward the windows. What this does is push the hot air up and out, while pulling cooler air down around you. Studies show this setup cools your car up to 30% faster than the usual blasted at your face method. It also helps prevent windshield fogging, since air flows along the glass. Best of all, it costs nothing, just a smarter use of what your car already has. And once you try it, you'll wonder why no one ever taught you this trick at the dealership. And while we're adjusting things, let's talk about another small change that can save your hands from burns. Hack 12. Steering wheel flip sun protection. We've all been there. You get back into your car on a blazing summer day, grab the steering wheel, and instantly regret it. It feels like touching a frying pan. Here's the hack. Before you leave your car, turn the steering wheel 180 degrees. That way the part you actually grip is shaded under the dashboard, while the top takes the full sun. When you return, your hands won't get scorched, and your wheel's leather or plastic will last longer without UV damage. As a bonus, some people say it can confuse a potential thief for a few seconds. Not a bad side effect. It's a simple 5-second habit that can save you pain and extend your steering wheel's life. Speaking of small adjustments that make a big difference, let's look at tire pressure, because most people set it wrong year-round. Hack 13. Seasonal tire pressure adjustment. Most drivers set their tire pressure once and forget it. Big mistake. Air expands in heat and contracts in cold, meaning your tires can be underinflated in winter and overinflated in summer. The fix? Add 2 to 3 psi above the recommended level in cold months and stick exactly to the manual in summer. This tiny adjustment improves grip, boosts fuel efficiency, and extends tire life. You'll notice smoother handling and better braking, especially in icy conditions. NASCAR teams do this for performance, so why shouldn't you? Just set a seasonal reminder in your phone to check twice a year. 2 minutes of effort can save you hundreds on gas and tire replacement.
And since we're on the topic of heat, let's jump to a quick trick from Japan that cools your car down in seconds. No AC required. Hack 14, Japanese door pump cooling. Ever opened your car after it's been baking in the sun and felt like you needed oven mitts? Before blasting the AC, try this trick from Japanese engineers. Roll down the passenger side window completely, then quickly open and close the driver's door 5 or 6 times. It looks silly, but it works. The motion pushes hot air out and sucks cooler air in, dropping the interior temperature by up to 10 degrees in just seconds. Your AC won't have to work as hard, meaning less fuel burned and a longer-lasting system. Plus, it's a great way to impress or confuse people in the parking lot. Cheap, fast, and effective. Once you try it, you'll never suffer in a baking hot car again. And while we're using kitchen items for cars, let's grab a potato for our next clever windshield trick. Hack 15, potato glass hack for fog prevention. It sounds strange, but a simple potato can keep your windshield clear. Cut one in half and rub the inside of the glass, then wipe with a clean cloth. The starch from the potato leaves an invisible layer that prevents condensation from forming. It works because the starch molecules absorb moisture before it can turn into fog. This trick actually dates back to wet UI, when pilots used it to keep their windshields clear. Today, it's a cheap alternative to expensive anti-fog sprays. One potato can last for weeks of treatments, making your morning drive safer and faster. No more waiting for defrosters or dangerously peering through misted glass. Just one kitchen item, and you're good to go. And since we're talking about winter prep, let's move on to another cooking-inspired hack, one that keeps your car doors from freezing shut. Hack 16, cooking spray door seal protection. Few things are worse than running late on a freezing morning and finding your car doors frozen shut. Instead of pouring hot water, which can crack the glass, try this. Spray a little cooking oil on your door's rubber seals before winter sets in. Wipe away the excess, and you're left with a thin invisible barrier that repels water. That means no ice forms, no stuck doors, and no broken handles from desperate yanking. It's safe for rubber and lasts for weeks. Plus, it works on trunk seals and wiper blades too. A quick spray saves you from winter headaches and protects your car from weather damage. Next time your neighbor is pouring boiling water on their windshield, you can smugly glide past with doors that open like it's summer. And if your car still won't move in winter because of a dead battery, this next hack will help. Hack 17. Emergency shift override. Imagine this, your battery's dead, you're blocking someone's driveway, and your automatic car won't shift out of park. Most drivers would panic and call a tow truck. But here's the secret, almost every modern automatic has a hidden emergency shift override. Look for a tiny covered slot near your gear shifter. Pop it open with a key or screwdriver, press the button inside, and you'll be able to move the gear into neutral. Now you can push the car to safety, avoiding costly towing fees. It's a feature built into cars for emergencies, but most drivers have no idea it exists. Knowing this could save you time, stress, and money. It's one of those hidden in plain sight hacks every driver should know. And since we're talking about things hiding on your dashboard, the next hack is about a tiny arrow most people completely ignore. Hack 18, fuel gauge arrow trick. How many times have you pulled up to a gas pump and realized you're on the wrong side? Cue the awkward U-turns and stares from impatient drivers behind you. Here's the fix. Look at your fuel gauge. See that tiny arrow next to the gas pump icon? It points to the side of your car where the fuel door is. Left arrow means driver's side, right arrow means passenger's side. It's been standard on most cars since the 1990s, but surprisingly around 70% of drivers don't notice it. It's especially handy in rental cars or when driving a new vehicle. No more guessing games at the pump, no more embarrassment. Just a quick glance and you're lined up like a pro. Small details like this can make every drive smoother, and that's what these hacks are all about. Conclusion. And there you have it. 18 driving hacks that most people don't even know exist, yet they can save you money, time, and even keep you safer on the road. The best part? Almost all of them cost little to nothing, proving that sometimes the simplest tricks are the most powerful. Which of these hacks are you going to try first? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your favorite. If you found this video useful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and check out my other video on secret car features you'll wish you knew earlier.